Everyone, I'm Lucy from Lucy Locket Land up in the northeast near Sunderland, and I want to welcome you to my shop and give you a little look at some of the goodies for the Yorkshire Yarn Fest. It was so good to see so many of you yesterday at the in-person show. I'm just looking and seeing there are gaps behind me from where I've pulled the shop apart. It's been quite challenging to get the shop tidy enough to do this live video. So there will be bits I won't be showing you. You can pop over to my own feed and you'll see some of the hidden bits. I'm afraid with my glasses I can't see the comments, but thank you for commenting. I can see people waving, but I can't read them whilst doing the video. So that's enough of looking at me, except I want to show you my shawl, which we will come back to later. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you some of my goodies. Okay, Lucy can't see where to turn the camera around. This isn't good. Okay, there we go. Success. So this is the shop. I'm going to show you bits that I like the look of at the moment and not the bits I don't. So obviously I have to start with the naughty gnomes, and that's naughty spelt G-N-A-U-G-H-T, because they're a right troublesome gang. They're the most fabulous characters, designed by Sarah Shearer of Imagined Landscapes, and I make lots of kits with them. From Nikki over here, Nikki, who is made with my hand-dyed yarn held double with mohair and silk. You've got the cable guys, you've got lovely autumnal Norbert, you've got Gnome de Plume, Nautical Nathan, got the Fair Isle fella, got a brand new girl, Norwen, who works in the ice cream factory. And she's got a little ice cream stitch marker, I don't know if you can see. Right up to the little gnome nuggets. Now in my kits, I'm going to see if I can do this without losing the image. You get a booklet printed pattern of Sarah's design. So it's all contained. You get pure wool stuffing, a hand-dyed yarn, and the most adorable little gnome stitch marker. And I love these little details, like putting in the gnome stitch markers. They're the bits that make me really happy about my kits. So that's the gnome nuggets. That's not what Sarah called them. She called them no fun like gnome fun. But with an itty bitty little gnome like that you could wear as earrings for Christmas, they're like little gnome nuggets to me. So there are lots of them on the website, and they're priced at £20. So a nice little kit, fun to knit, and you can make them in all sorts of sizes. As I mentioned, in some of them, well, Nicky, this one here, he comes with mohair and silk lace weight, so that you can make this lovely floofy gnome. And each kit makes way more than one gnome. I reckon you'd get at least 2 from the Nicky kit, and with the little gnome nuggets, kind of the world's your oyster really. You will get a lot of gnomes out of one kit. And I've just thrown a kit on the floor. Whoopsie, I've just thrown another one on the floor. That was deliberate. So I do love my gnomes. And doing Sarah's designs made me really want to expand on the gnome theme. So I have my own kits. My Gnome and Toadstool Wristies. These are Gnomeo's Foraging Wristies. Stripy Gnome Hot Water Bottle. Stripy Toadstool Hot Water Bottle. And Gnomeo's Foraging Hot Water Bottle as well. And you'll find those all on my website. There's a special category called Gnomes Are for Life, Not Just for Christmas. Because if you haven't realised that already, these gnomes are a feisty bunch. And if you try forgetting them and pretending they're for Christmas, they get a bit cross. I'm also very lucky because my lovely friend Alison, who works with me in the shop, is a very talented ceramicist, and she's been making these lovely gnome decorations and toadstool decorations, and I give you total permission to wear these as jewellery. I think they make the most perfect necklaces on a bit of leather cord, and yeah, who says you can't wear ceramic gnomes as a necklace? Not me. So moving on, we're going to have a little wriggle over here to meet the big boys. These are the Sven Scandinavians, the most fabulous design by Carol Anderson of Cottage Creations. She wrote these patterns back in the 1980s and they're still so popular. So this is the Jameson and Smith set, which at £28 will make 2 gnomes. I don't include the stuffing because you'd need quite a lot and I don't have boxes big enough, but they're just such a lovely design. Now this always makes people squeak, because if I take Sven's hat off, he's got rather a long elongated head. The reason I'm showing you is this is where you start. You start Sven from the top and you knit down. I've just seen a shawl fall. Change colour at his neck, knit down, cast off his jumper, and then you pick up stitches and knit down, and each bit is knitted. There's absolutely no sewing up, no seaming. You gather the stitches once you've stuffed him, you gather the stitches at the top of his head, you Kitchener stitch his feet, and you draw up his bottom of his gloves. So there's no sewing up at all. And I can do different skin colours, obviously. They're not all sort of pinky white. All sorts of options are available. Just let me know what you would like. And then I've made Big Sven. This is, we're calling him Great Uncle Olaf. And he's made with beautiful new Lanark yarn. And comes in 2 different colourways. Because over here we have his little brother Lars, knitted by my lovely friend Pam, who very kindly lent me him for the show and to show you today. This is Lars in his outfit. So 2 different colourways for Sven in the big version. Keeping on the gnome theme, I have gnome bauble sets. So with gnomes and toadstools and a Scandi star and a little decorative pattern here. And these come in a kit for £18.50 with, my arms aren't long enough, 4 balls of Jameson and Smith and printed pattern booklet with 4 different designs, and that kit should make you about 12 baubles. If gnomes aren't your thing, I don't know why we're still talking really. No, joking. If gnomes aren't your thing, but you'd like to make some baubles, I have a different range of designs here. Got too many of the same ones together at the moment, but you can see with the star pattern, crisscross, and this has 4 different designs and 2 different colours. So you've got the red, grey and turquoise, and the red, green and oatmeal, and they'll make you about 8 different baubles from one kit. There we go. And they're fun to knit. They are knitted in the round. The Fair Owl kit costs £15. The gnome kit for the baubles costs £18.50. And again, on the gnome theme, we have Gnomeo's Candy Cane Socks. This is one of my own designs, which I'm very pleased with. And I've used the beautiful Exmoor sock yarn from John Arbon that I've hand dyed to make the kit. You'll find them in the gnome section on my website. And gnomes obviously need toadstools. So this is the Toadstool Sock kit designed by my lovely friend Charlotte of Stone Knits. And every set I make, the green is different, but it will always be a complex and layered green. When I'm dyeing the green for these kits, I tend to put about 7 different colours on before I add the green. I'm going to run out of time because I've talked for 9 minutes. How many have I got? 15? Better scoot along. If you'd like to try colourwork socks but are a bit nervous, these Zig Zag Socks by Charlotte Stone are a really nice way to start. Nice geometric pattern, very easy to work on. They come in pink and green. You'll find them in the sock section of my website. Or you can do her pink lemonade socks. We have new Fallenden Forest socks by Charlotte. And I still have a couple of her beautiful little acorn socks with their gorgeous squirrels. And I have some of her sunflower socks and mitts. I need to add the red ones to the website, but another beautiful design. I think these look like poinsettia, so quite Christmassy. And then these two designs, which are really beautiful. I've got the shepherd sock here. This is by Patricia Fortune, P4 Chen, Knitography Farm, and again using the Exmoor sock yarn, but a beautiful sock. And her Forest Path sock as well, which has trees and little boys and girls on and lovely stripes. And you'll find them on my website too. Both of those kits cost £33. But they're such lovely designs, and I think you'll really enjoy knitting them. And then, whoopsie, moving over, I've got to move as well, hang on one moment. So there you see some of the mess over there. These are the winter deer socks by Charlotte Stone, again, with the beautiful star motif on the heel. I don't have this raspberry pink, but I do have a more cranberry red and yellow version. I have the turquoisey blue and red version here. And these are £28, and these are very striking with the red star heel. And I have a bit of a different one, which is, can't really see because of the organza bag. Let's see if I can open it one-handed. Check my skills. Not very good, are they? Oopsie. And if you look at this colour, I don't know if I can get the focus to work. It's actually a very complex burgundy. There we go. You can see flashes of purple and blue and red and pink coming through. Because it's an over-dyed skein. So there, can you see the sort of all the different colours in there? Which I think really makes it a fun knit. I always try never to dye a solid colour. There's always variegation in my yarn, which is deliberate. And then the most popular sock pattern of the moment, the sock du jour, is Charlotte's Christmas pudding sock design. The original version is with pink, and I chose to use a Donegal nep yarn for the main pudding part of the sock because it made me think of the raisins and suet in the puddings, and it just made me happy. And with Charlotte's design you get a little miniature version as well, and each kit also includes a real silver sixpence to go back to the tradition of hiding sixpences in your pudding, and that's one of the little details that makes me happy. So very quickly going to scoot over here to visit the Emma Ball section. Got some lovely new bags from Emma Ball featuring her yarn club friends. These are great bags and tins and purses, cash for the stash, fab presents for your friends from Knit Group, little extras for Christmas. And there are lots of lovely new designs, some Christmassy tea towels, including this one, which I particularly love because it's got a little gnome on it, and it's got a cat in a jumper, but it's got a little gnome on it. So lots of Emma Ball over in my online shop. I think you'll agree, she's just got a way with design. She's so talented. And these big, whoopsie, cascade everything. These big drawstring bags, priced at £12.50, are such a good price. And they've even got the lining is knitting fabric, which is a really lovely touch. Moving quickly round, I want to show you my lovely friend Jan's Twist Again sock, which I finally finished with the help of Penny. Note at the top, Lucy can't read the pattern and it's wrong. And this is the point when Penny picks it up and it suddenly becomes right. Penny is my 24-year-old daughter who's a far better knitter than me, but we won't talk about that too much. And we have the Zig Zag scarf made with 2 Zauber balls. You alternate them every 2 rows. You'll find all the Zauber balls in my commercial yarn section. And very quickly, here are my favourite shawls. These are the ones I designed, where I hold mohair and silk double with Jameson and Smith yarn. I'm wearing the autumn version right now. But there we have the Misty Mountain and the Gwithian, which is, oopsie, sorry about the wobble, probably my favourite. It's the one that fell down, unfortunately. Designed to look like a Cornish beach. And you see? And Sea Mist, which is the one that I wear every day, that comes complete with dog holes where my puppy chewed it before she grew big enough to learn not to chew. Actually, no, she hasn't grown that big. She's still chewing. And finally, some lovely Emma Ball tote bags at £9.50, which are just fabulous. And I know loads of you love this one. I have 2 hobbies, knitting and collecting lots of lovely squishy yarn. I mean, how true is that? So that was my live. I hope I haven't gone over, Sophie, and I hope you've all enjoyed it. Madness and chaos at Locket Land, but lots of colour, lots of fun and friendship too. Bye!